Hi guys, my name is Brianne.
I'm Kayla. I'm Katie.
And we are Doctor of Physical Therapy students from Missouri State University. We are so excited to be working with you today, and we're going to be doing a warm-up, a workout, a cool-down, and then a sample of stretching. So let's get started. Before completing this video, make sure that you check with your physician to make sure that this is appropriate for you. According to ACSM exercise termination guidelines, at any point if you're experiencing any type of wheezing, chest pain, cramping, dizziness, or other signs that you find abnormal or just you don't feel good, stop the video and make sure to contact a healthcare professional. And if you want to know how much physical therapy is recommended for your age or condition, check out the Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Now throughout this video, I'm going to be doing a modified version, Katie will be doing a seated version, and Kayla will be doing an advanced version, so do whichever feels best for you. Choose PT suggests that for injury prevention, your warm-up should be 5 to 10 minutes of light activity that is similar to the exercises that you will be doing in your workout. So for example, if your workout is running, you could start at a jog for 5 to 10 minutes. Again, follow me for the modified version, Katie for the seated version, and Kayla for the advanced version. We are going to get started on our warm-up. So let's start with shoulder rolls in 3, 2, 1. Now some arm circles forward, and we'll switch halfway through to go backwards. As you can see, Kayla's doing really big arm circles. I'm just making little circles, and so is Katie. So again, do whatever feels most comfortable for you, and switch. Now we're just going to be twisting. Try to look all the way over your shoulder. Now let's do some marches with some arm swings. As you see, Kayla's doing some high knees. You can also, if you don't feel stable, you can hold on to a chair like the one that I have behind me. And Katie in the seated version can also just be doing arm swings if you're unable to get your legs up. So whatever works for you. Now we're going to be doing some sit to stands. Kayla's going to be doing some squats, and then Katie's going to be doing what's called good mornings, where you're going to make sure that your core and back is really tight and you're just folding in half and then coming back forward. A way to make sure that your chest is staying open is by putting your hands behind your head when you're doing the seated version. And then last one is going to be some side lunges or side steps. I'm stopping in the middle to regain my balance. Kayla is not. And then you're reaching to the side. And then Katie's going to be doing some side arms, getting into those side abs or obliques, and also challenging her balance in that chair. Alright, good job guys. That was the warm-up. You should be feeling warm, and it should be slightly easy. Maybe you're starting to break a sweat or you're a little bit out of breath, but that is perfect for what we're going to be going into next. Okay guys, make sure that you did that warm-up so you're ready for this workout. Throughout this whole thing, make sure you're following the person that best fits your needs. So we are going to be starting with doing some arm raises. If you're doing Kayla's version, make sure you have weights next to you, And if you're doing Katie's version, just make sure that, again, you modify it to your needs. So let's start by bringing our arms up and then down. Katie's version can also have weights if you're feeling up to a challenge. And then also just make sure that you're going up to the level of your shoulders and then down. Not going past your shoulders at all. Next we're going to be doing tricep dips. Katie's doing triceps above her head. I'm using a chair to dip down. And then as you can see, KAYLA is doing it without a chair. You can do it multiple ways. The way that KAYLA is doing, you can have your hips up, you can have your legs out, whatever feels best for you and your shoulders. If your shoulders can't tolerate what I'm doing, you can always grab weights and do what Katie's doing. Good job. Now we're going to be walking heel to toe to challenge our balance. KAYLA's adding a kick, and then Katie is challenging her balance by reaching as far as she can. Now it's the last 10 seconds. KAYLA's going to show an alternate version where you can do scissor jumps if you are feeling up to the challenge. Good job. Next we're going to be doing leg extensions. I'm holding on to a chair for some support. Katie is doing thoracic extensions. And KAYLA does not need a chair because she is a balance master. And switch to your other leg. Make sure if you're doing KAYLA's version that you're standing up straight. It's not going to be as big of a kick, but you're only going to be using your glute. Next we're going to be doing side leg raises. Again, I'm holding on to the chair for some added balance. And Katie's going to be working on those side crunches. Make sure that you are nice and straight and the only thing that's moving is your legs. Perfect. Next we're going to be doing heel raises. Again, I'm holding on. She's going to be doing some jump rope jumps, and then Katie's doing some wrist flaps to start getting into those forearms. Next is going to be our hamstring curl. I'm going to be holding on to the chair. KAYLA's going to be doing some butt kicks, and then Katie is doing some hammer curls where she's keeping her thumb up to the sky and going straight up to her shoulders and down. If you're doing Katie's version and you feel comfortable, you can add some weights to this to make it a little bit harder. We're going to do one more balancing. I'm going to be standing on one foot, and we'll switch at 15 seconds. KAYLA's doing a single leg deadlift, and Katie's going to be reaching all the way out to challenge her balance as well. And switch. You could also, if you want, if balance is not your thing, you can hold on to a chair this time too. Next we're going to be doing bicep curls. So this time we're going to be at 45-degree angle, going up and then down. You could do two at the same time, alternate like me, or do both like Katie's doing, and you can also add weights if you're feeling like it. So those are all the exercises in this circuit. Make sure you grab a drink of water, and you can repeat it 2 to 3 times for whatever feels best for you. Make sure that after this portion of the video, you complete the cool down. I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. I got a good sweat on. I think that you guys can tell that they also did as well. So now it's time for the cool down to bring our heart rates and temperatures down. Just know that it's just as important as the warm-up. The AHA says that for injury prevention, make sure you slowly bring down your heart rate and temperature down for at least 5 minutes. As you can see, we are going to start slowly marching to continue moving. Make sure you don't have a large break in between that warm-up and that cool-down, or that workout and the cool-down. And then what we're going to do is that same warm-up, except we're going to be doing it backwards for less reps and more slowly. If at any point again you're feeling lightheaded and you need to sit down, go on ahead. And make sure that you're drinking a lot of water as well. So we ended that last warm-up on some side lunges, so that's what we're going to start with now. I'm going to be doing some side stepping. Kayla's doing those lunges back and forth, and Katie's doing those twists to each side. I hope you guys have been having a great summer. I know that we have had a great summer. We've been in classes all summer, but we've had some time to make sure that we're doing some fun things too. And once we start this next exercise, we'll see what these two people have been doing this summer. Next, we're going to be doing our sit to stands. So Kayla, what's the most fun thing you've done this summer?
I've spent a lot of time outside. I've gone to the lake, I've gone fishing, spent time with family. It's been fun.
And Katie?
I've also been just spending a lot of time outside with my family, going to the lake, doing some skiing, some wake surfing.
Oh, I've never done skiing before.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. What about you, Bree? What have you been doing this summer?
Next, we're going to be doing some marches. Unfortunately, I don't live next to a lake, but I do have a pool kind of in my backyard, so that's really nice. Swimming is one of my favorite activities to do. Next, we're going to be doing those twists side to side. Your temperature should be going down. If you're working out outside like we are, you might still be able to tell that we're sweating, but I assure you we are starting to bring our heart rates down.
It's like the summer has officially arrived.
Next, we're doing those arm circles. We'll do 15 seconds forward and 15 seconds back. And switch. I switched a little bit late there, so make sure you add a couple of seconds to these backwards ones. Sorry, guys. All right, now we're going to be doing those shoulder rolls, going all the way up towards your ears and then back. We'll do 15 seconds backwards and 15 seconds forwards. And switch.
I feel a little uncoordinated with the forwards.
It's my name.
Good job, guys. So that was our warm-up, workout, and cool down. If you want to stay with us to get some stretching in, go on and keep watching. So you've made it to the stretching portion of our video, and just so you guys know, the current ACSM guideline states that, contrary to popular belief, stretching is not necessary for the warm-up, but it can lead to injury prevention if you are able to stretch. Like if your physician has said that you are clear to stretch. We will do some static stretching now since our heart rates are down and our temperatures are down, but our muscles are still a little warm because we did just finish with everything. And the recommended time to stretch according to the AHA and the Mayo Clinic is between 10 to 60 seconds. So we'll be holding all of our stretches for 30 and then we'll be switching sides. So make sure that you don't go past a feeling of slight discomfort. You don't want painful stretching. You just want kind of that nice lengthening feeling. So we're gonna go ahead and start by stretching our triceps. So we're gonna put our arm behind our head and hold down to your elbow and pull. You'll feel it right across this part of your arm. And during this time, I'm just gonna ask some of my colleagues, what is your favorite summer treat?
I like snow cones.
And Katie?
Oh, I definitely go for the ice cream. I always feel like during summer I need ice cream like every night.
Oh, same.
Definitely
I'm craving
not
that right now.
I like watermelon. Not to be the one that says a healthy treat, but oh, watermelon's so good.
It's refreshing.
And switch. And then what are your favorite sports to play?
I love to dance. It's my favorite.
Not necessarily to play, but I love watching baseball, so I'm really excited for that to return in a little bit.
Katie is also a Cardinals fan,
Go Cardinals!
so that's exciting. I'm a big swimmer. I also like rowing, but I haven't been able to do it just because we're not next to a place to do that at. Next, we're going to do a pec stretch, so put your arms behind your head and push your elbows all the way backwards behind you. You'll feel this across your chest. And I know we've been talking about being outside a lot and doing a lot of sports and activities. However, we do know that because of the current circumstances of everything that's going on, that hasn't been possible for a lot of people. So, what are your favorite indoor activities to do?
I play with my dogs all the time.
Oh.
I've got 2 of them.
And then gastroc stretch really quick. I'm just going to use this to put my foot and prop it up, and I'm going to lean forward. You see Kayla's doing a version where she pulls up, and then Katie has one leg out and she's pulling up on her foot as well. If you're unable to reach your foot, you can put a towel underneath your shoe and pull up that way as well.
What's your favorite indoor activity, Bree?
I like doing paint by the numbers. I'm not very crafty, but I try. And Katie, what's your favorite thing to do?
Oh, I've been playing a lot of cards and hanging out on my hammock.
And then as you guys saw, we just switched sides. We know that you guys are going to be getting back to your Special Olympics games soon, so we're excited to see that from you guys. And then next we're going to be doing a hamstring stretch. The way that we're going to do this is you're just going to reach down to the ground. Katie's going to switch halfway through because she's doing one leg at a time.
Whew, I can feel it just sitting too. You guys feel it stretch right now?
Yeah.
Kayla's a dancer, so she's really flexible. As you can tell, I don't touch the ground.
There would be no way that I would either.
10 more seconds. Make sure when we do stand up in a couple of seconds that you roll up slow to make sure that you don't get lightheaded. Next, you're going to be doing a quad stretch where you're just going to grab your foot and try to pull it up to your butt. You'll feel it right in the top of your thigh. And Katie's going to be doing this modified version where she is going to be doing a figure 4 stretch. And let's switch. I got a little mixed up on my sides, I'm sorry. I have to hold on to something. I'm surprised, Kayla, you're doing fantastic.
Focused.
It does help if you do look at something ahead in the distance to focus on for your balance. All right, that's it, guys. We've had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining us, and have a great rest of your summer.
Good job.